has three aspects to his life. There's the struggle to get to the top. There's life at the top, which is always very short-lived. And life after the cheering and the spotlight have faded. I guess it would be great if every athlete could pick and choose the perfect time to retire, the time that might be just right for them. But it doesn't always work that way. Often injuries determine when an athlete's career is over. Joe Theismann, as you know, has been starting quarterback for the Washington Redskins since 1979. And then last November, he suffered a broken leg. Even though the doctors all say that he will never play again, Joe Theismann is not yet quite ready to quit. Joe Theismann, 37-year-old NFL quarterback. He's always been a man on the run. Now he is running in a race that he can't win. Joe Theismann is trying to race Mother Nature. The healing process has been much slower than expected. One can only wonder, why is this man pushing himself when Mother Nature says it's over?
Why? I don't know. Why have I killed myself every year of my life?
Why are you killing yourself in here?
Oh, I don't know, because I just, I want to play, George. I just, you know, this is sort of the year of the guys that aren't supposed to be able to play, you know, because they're too old in all kinds of sports, and it's sort of given me a rejuvenation.
Joe Theismann's life would take a dramatic turn on November the 18th, 1985. It was in that Monday night game against the New York Giants that his right leg suffered a compound fracture. Theismann still has 2 years to go on his contract. He knows it would be his last contract. Maybe that's why he wants so desperately to play again.
Really, for once in my life, I'm driven totally by the point that I can go out and play like I did when I was 12 years old again as a kid and have fun. And that's, hell, I wish I'd have had this, I wish I'd have had that, I've been able to find that years ago. I was driven by other reasons years ago.
Those years ago included the age of 12, and then at South Lakes High, where Joe Theismann was always a star. At Notre Dame, his parents could watch him on television. Being in the national spotlight came second nature to Joe Theismann. When he wasn't drafted in the first round of the NFL draft, Joe Theismann elected to go to the Canadian Football League. It would be 1974 before he would come to the Washington Redskins and be the highest paid water boy on the team. Theismann was relegated to being the holder for the extra points and field goals. He threw only 2 touchdowns in his first 2 years, for he was buried behind Sonny Jurgensen and Billy Kilmer on the bench. This was not how he had envisioned life in Washington.
For me, it was just being able to go out and line up under the center and be the one that starts the show. That's what I want. I wanted to be the ringmaster. That's all. Like I've always said before, playing in Washington's sort of been like a circus because we've had our share of 3-ring entrants, believe me. And it's been the kind of thing where I felt like you're the ringmaster because you really started. You know, you take the snap from center and you get everything going.
Joe Theismann, the ringmaster, would put on Washington's greatest football show in January of 1983. Super Bowl 17. Redskins upset the Dolphins 27-17 in Pasadena. It's the greatest memory of his career.
Oh, I can close my eyes and see the picture. I can close my eyes hanging in our house. I have a picture of the Super Bowl taken of an aerial view, and it shows the clock at 99 and 9-9. 1 second after the game ended, the clock went, and it's got the score, you know, 27-17, and there's this melee of people, and I can still picture myself right in the middle of that crowd walking up. I always wanted to hold a football in one hand and hold my finger up, symbolic not of me being #1, but that I was a part of a world champion.
The joy of his greatest victory would be short-lived. For a year away was his bitterest defeat. January of 1984, the Theismann-led Redskins would be in the Super Bowl again. But this time there would be no joy of victory, only humiliation. Joe Theismann would personally take a beating as the Redskins were destroyed 38-9 by the Raiders. He didn't know it at the time, but the rest of his days as a quarterback for the Redskins would be the toughest days of his career. Years of turmoil as the Redskins quarterback came to an end when he was wheeled off the field last November. What followed has left a lasting impression.
I really took a lot of things for granted in football. I felt that I had reached a certain point in my life where people didn't really give a damn about Joe Theismann as a football player, that I was just another piece of meat out on the football field. And then I got hurt. And I got so many cards, so many letters, so many telegrams, so many different pieces of warmth from all around the country that it made me feel that, that there's a whole hell of a lot more to this game than what I thought it was.
Today, Joe Theismann is paying a price trying to regain those days of glory. While his teammates prepare for training camp next week, he wonders if he'll ever play again. It's left him in a private hell of loneliness.
It's very lonely. It's a very, very lonely feeling. Coming out here to Redskin Park when most of the other teammates are out here is very lonely. You know, you're a bastard child. You don't belong. There's no two ways about it. You just, you're here in memory. You really are. You're here in memory. But it's like anything else. The heart beats on. And right now, I can't be the blood that flows through the heart.
He knows that he can't be the blood that flows anymore, and like a great racehorse, he'll be turned out to pasture. So then why not simply give it up and live with the memories?
I know that the little boy, and I've always said it, as a little 12-year-old boy, when I first started playing the game, I was 12 years old. And for me, it was the kind of thing that I was going to play until that little boy died. He hadn't died yet. You know, he'd maybe grown up a little bit, not much, but he hadn't died yet. And I still want to play. I really, really, really want to play football.
Despite his desire, it appears the days of celebration are behind him. No longer will Joe Theismann run on a football field. Now he'll take a walk in the autumn with his horse and remember his days as the ringmaster. So I want to take